Welcome back after this short commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ESL India Premiership 2018 Masters League summer season going on. Masters League, Summer League. What is? You got me into the football
League for summer.
Thank you. You got me into the football zone,
You
and
see
that's
how
why
it's
I was in
hot
the summer
outside?
league. What?
It is summer right now.
Fine, fine. It is summer right now. Jeez, telling the blind man it's summer right now. I can feel it. The skin.
I'm sweating also, but that's okay. We have a great match today of Counter-Strike, and I am excited about it. I'm excited about everything in life, by the way, and this is super exciting. Two great teams playing right now, and Too Easy versus SRA. Both amazing team, by the way. And but I will let's go with the flow that we have in mind here. So Vagish, please take it away. I'm sorry.
You are not sorry. You're the very happy person because you just acquired recently a wonderful beast.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
I would rather not talk about it. But getting back to the show.
We will get back to that later. We'll make you hold that thought. Okay, fine. Don't wink your eyes at me. Fine, I get the gist. Okay, now moving on. We have an excellent Counter-Strike Global Offensive game lined up. Two very interesting teams. In fact, if I remember correctly, last year during the ESL India Premiership, me and Adi, when we were on D-Sport, we had a long chat about one of these teams, about how good they were and how everything they were doing was exactly, if there was a textbook to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive, they would have been the authors for it. Like, I'm not taking anything from teams like Entity.
Absolutely true, by the way. Too Easy have been showing like textbook Counter-Strike to everyone around the Indian scene, by the way. They do everything by the books. Their buys, and they're holding off the money to make sure that they have a good buy in the next round. They've been absolutely textbook, and they've been really effective with it, and it has helped them come this far, by the way. And now they are in the Masters League, and they've performed very well in all the LAN events, by the way.
True, and they have been a very consistent team altogether. I mean, continuing on my rant earlier, like I said, if they were going to be the authors for like some textbooks Indian CS, I mean, they would be like the ML Agarwal for Indian CSGO. I mean, all ISC and ICSE students would know that book was a pain, including what production says RP Sharma. I think that is for RD Sharma. Yes, that's for CBSC. RD Sharma was CBSC. But moving on, like I said, interesting Counter-Strike Global Offensive game lined up in this amazing tournament called the ESL India Premiership 2018, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX, and Intel, and presented to you by Northern Gaming and ESL. Right now, let's quickly take a look at the first team in question here, the team with that amazing CS behind them. They're called Too Easy Gaming. Alrighty then, that's the Too Easy Gaming, one of the best teams we have in the Masters League.
Every team is the best team in the Masters League.
I said one of the best teams.
Yes.
I didn't say the best team. I said one of the best teams. I mean, Sid Joshi would murder me in my sleep tonight if I said Too Easy is the best team in the Masters League. No, I'm just kidding. He's a good friend. What I intended to say was, I believe last year when me and Adi were sitting in the same desk, we saw it happen multiple times, and we came to a conclusion: if tomorrow Entity Gaming goes rogue in game, Too Easy would be the contingency plan for them.
However, I would like to add their opponent team, Slaughter Age Army, has been doing great, by the way. They're actually doing better in standings, but I would talk about that later. Let's
quickly have a look at SRA team, Slaughter Age Army. Alright, well, that's Team Slaughter Rage Army, Team SRA. They're another strong contender in the Masters League.
They've actually been great this year, and we've come out and seen these new players, new faces kind of coming in, making this team together, and they've been doing great, and they've been doing really well. And if you look at the standings right now, they're actually facing off better than Too Easy, which is surprising at the same time. But let's actually do a deep down in there. Why is Too Easy there where they are? They've not played a lot of games right now. SRA has played 9 games. Wow, they've played like all their matches almost.
So okay, so let's take a detailed look at this. I mean, if I can channel the inner Adi in me, I mean, SRA have played 9 games. They've lost 6 out of them. But if you look at the top 5, you see Invictus, Entity, Brutality, Portal, ATE. Now, last year, it was very different. Last year, it was Risky Gaming up top. Then it was Entity Gaming, and it was always a shuffle. Team Brutality, even Team Brutality got pushed down under. This time around, it's a new leaf. It's a new season. It's a new Masters League. Team Brutality in the strong 3rd position. They played 3 games. They won all 3.
Brutality had
Entity Gaming has managed to lose a game. Entity Gaming has managed to lose a game. Even like they went into overtime with Wagband, and I think that is the only game which Wagband
I would like to add on there. By the way, they did go into overtime with Wagband. Wagband played well, and at that time, Wagband was on number 12 also. So. And this is my point that I keep getting across, that all the teams are great teams, and they just need to get their chemistry well together, and they can beat anyone in this group, can beat anyone. Of course, you know, the Entities and the Invictus are kind of sitting on the #1 spot. And the loss that Entity Gaming actually have is also because of that little mishap that they happened. They actually had won the game against Too Easy. But
oh, yeah. I remember. But in fact, okay, I'd like to disagree with you here, Gautam, because if you take a closer look at the standings, you will realize this is very akin and in a lot of ways kind of similar to how we were seeing stuff last year. I mean, look at this. We've got the standings once again. Wagband is still down under. Last year, if there were like 8 teams last year, Wagband was 8th. Adi has constantly told them n number of times during the streams on how to not suffer during the eco rounds, and somehow they still managed to do exactly opposite. In fact, more than that, I'm very interested in seeing Malhar go up and Iati. Even though Iati are like just above Wagband, I still believe that teams like Iati or Malhar
if you
have
actually
hope.
look at the math also, they've not played a lot of their matches.
True. That is what I meant. They still have a lot of
plenty
hope
of way
riding
to
on
go.
their shoulders.
But coming back to Team SRA, they've shown us great potential coming into this the Premiership, and they're here in the Masters League at the end of the day. And it takes a lot, by the way, and Counter-Strike is one of those games where we get a lot of participation in the league, and you have close to 200 teams playing. You know, every starter cup. There's 8 teams sitting in the Challenger Cup that are just sitting there to kind of take away your spot.
Yeah.
So the pressure is there's a lot of pressure on these teams, and then the thing is, it's for the top teams, they just have to kind of maintain their positions for the top 4. Imagine if you're at the bottom 4. At that point, you're fighting for your survival, because if you don't make it, you will be kicked out of the Masters League, and that is something that you do not want, because there is money involved in that part. If you're in the Masters League, you get money. It's a lot of money there. So
yeah, but moving on, before we head on to the map pick and veto there, have you never wondered, Alcoholic, that it's very ironic that our country's gamers love games with AK-47s in them a lot more than any other country? Just hinting.
I am not proceeding with this conversation.
I was trying to corner you in there. Dang it. But let's go on ahead with the map pick and veto. And we see Inferno getting picked up. We see Cobble, Cash, and Mirage getting banned by Too Easy. We see Nuke Train and Overpass getting banned by SRA. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be an absolute wonderful match, because Too Easy, their rotations are something to watch out for. I have seen this game time and again. The way they take over that goddamn banana control, that important banana control, is absolutely beautiful to see. Every single time. I mean, I'm sorry, Sid, if you're seeing this, I'm sorry. I really love you and your team, but Too Easy's banana control is something to watch out for any budding CSGO team.
Interesting thing I want to add on to, because you were missing for last few days. Dust 2 has been brought back into the map pool. And Cobblestone is out.
Adi! You did not do this! You did not write to Valve to do this. How could you do this? I thought I could berate you with Cobblestone for the rest of my life. No, I can't! Well, it's good.
Yeah, but we're kind of running out of time. It's almost 7 o'clock, so we need to get into the Counter-Strike.
Okay, fine. Taking away the charm and the thunder. Fine. But before we head off into the game itself, Gautam bhai, let's also take this moment to how would I say, illustrate to our new viewers, new audience, how Inferno looks like.
Inferno. This map is not like any other traditional CSGO map. It does not revolve heavily around mid-control. The two most important areas of control are the apartments and banana. You lose control of either one of these areas and you're going to have a bad time.
All right, well, that's Inferno with my amazing husky voice, as you can see. And I'm just kidding.
This is a little too husky in that video, by the way. It's just like really like you really went like down inside your lungs and like.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I went down inside my lungs. That
yeah,
does
you really brought the bass out. You know, you really went like baby ko bass.
Weren't you the person when I joined esports? Weren't you the person who made this great line to me? Baby ko bass pasand hai. Or did we lose that line somewhere? What is wrong with you, buddy? No, but
Anyways,
jokes apart.
I've been just informed by the production team the teams are not ready yet. So we have more to talk about before the match goes live.
Indeed. So I had a couple of points to make. So like I mentioned beforehand, 2EZ's banana control. Now this becomes very imperative for a team like SRA. Think about it. Think about it, Workaholic. You know that you are facing demons in a very closed lane situation. You might want to take advantage and do a lot of fakes. I think according to me, and I think Adi would also agree with me to a certain point. I'm pretty sure he would. Like SRA's best way to win this game against a team like 2EZ would be outstrat them completely, which is a very 60-40 situation here because I would not know if that would be possible against a team like 2EZ. I mean, if it was Entity 2EZ, I would have believed, okay, something like that is possible. Now, Inferno is not a very puggy map. It's not an aim-based map. Like I said,
let's not
flat
forget
map.
the fact that SRA has also played the most amount of games in the league at the moment. They've not had a great success so far. However, SRA has faced off a lot of opponents. And they're kind of ready for this compared to what 2EZ is. 2EZ is playing their 4th game right now, whereas SRA is playing their 10th game. So there's a lot of experience that's also kind of going in there. I'm sure they get to practice a lot.
True.
I'm sure they also understand the banana control is important. These teams are again the top echelons of Indian Counter-Strike.
Indeed, and a lot of effort. I'm pretty sure a lot of effort is going to be showcased by Guru and Aflex both because they have been very consistent. In fact, Macho has also shown up time and again in situations where his team required him. I think just naming these 3 players also won't cut it out at the end of the day. The entire team pulls in, but at the end of the day, when you have to look at the outshining people, it's these 3.
And this is where the part where I kind of switch the conversation over to 2EZ because whenever I meet Tito and whenever he's at the events, by the way, I always love to get him on the analyst panel because, you know, this guy loves to talk and he always has great insight. Players will also always give you a great insight. It's just that not all of them can actually come up and speak. So Tito always up there, it's like, hey, listen, when your career, if you're tired of playing Counter-Strike, let me know. We'll get you on the analyst panel. So,
no, that's not how I became host, in case you're wondering. I never started a professional esports career.
Yes. We're still waiting for the players to get ready, by the way. And once they're ready, we'll just jump right into the game.
But Gautam, I need to ask you, what do you think about this game? Who do you think is going to take the bait?
Statistically, 2EZ should be able to take this game.
You can't be statistically about it. There's nothing statistic after upon a time in esports.
Yes, the stats kind of speak for themselves. The 2EZ is not played a lot of...
Not really. What if it's an SRA day?
I think it'd be great to be an SRA day, by the way, because they really need to win some matches to kind of maintain their score. Otherwise, they will drop down in the bottom 4, and that's the place you do not want to be. It's a horrible place to be because you will be getting relegated, and you don't even get the chance to kind of, you know, make up for it. You're bottom 4, you get removed. So you don't want to be there. So
yeah, you don't want to be in that
I've just got an update that the players are ready.
Yes, the players are ready. So let's move on to our casters who will take you through the game. Aditya AD1 Shah is joining us during this cast along with my other main man in CSGO, Achisman Fet Pradhan.
Welcome back, guys, and thank you, Vagish and Gotham, for breaking down a lot about the game. This is Adi, and I'm joined by India's very own and best caster, cancer caster, Fet. Fet, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, I can already see the torches and the picket fences outside my house after you called me the best caster. That is not true. I am, although yes, the best cancer caster. I will give you that. And okay, this is curious. So just before the first pistol round, SRA go for their tactical time out. Someone's taken a page from the Hellranger book of strats on how to mess with your opponent's heads.
Well, I'm actually pretty sure that Major just wasn't ready because we were waiting on him, right, before we could go live. He was last into the server. If you do want to give them the benefit of the doubt, sure, maybe they're talking about a pistol strat, but I just think he was executing a config.
Maybe. Yeah. That I'll go with your analysis. You are the expert analyst here, so there's no reason for me to doubt you. Anyway, we're live with a pistol round, and it is going to be Inferno yet again. I don't know how many times I've cast. Actually, I do. It's 12 if I'm not mistaken.
This is the 12th Inferno in the summer season, the Masters League. And to be honest, it's okay. I'm not sick of seeing Inferno, but I am sick of seeing Cobble, and it's gone. We'll never see Cobble ever again. But a quick mid to left push coming in by the terrorists, and Major going absolutely ham, but he is finally traded by piece 7. Too easy. A suspect pistol strat coming in there, and bad trades as well. Negative here though. Has spotted out Rexy. Too easy is trying to rotate to B, which is the correct call at this point. But the rotation has come in by Dream. And that one tap. And the crossfire by Dream and Negative working out. And, well, that was actually a very easy round for SRA. And too easy. I don't like that. I don't like that quick mid to left play. Like, I think a pistol round is really, really important now because, it does sort of give you the next 2 rounds, assuming you play the anti-force buys correctly. But, because, that's like a 6-round lead.
Well,
across 2 halves. So
let's be honest, given how these anti-forces have unfolded in the past, a pistol round literally guarantees you just the pistol round, because I've lost count of the number of times I've said so far that and Team XYZ win a round that they have no business winning because oh my god, okay. Rexy takes one to the face. He's not gonna enjoy that. Ouch.
I think Rexy needs to get the memo that crowd jump bug thing, which I think it was Liquid that was doing, is fixed now.
Yeah, big.
Oh, sorry, yes, big, yes, sorry. And yeah, I mean, a slow round coming in from Too Easy. This is probably what they should have done on the pistol round, but it does look like they're going to go for the B execute because they do have 1 smoke probably for the CD spawn. And a metric ton of flashes are going to go in as well, and hopefully SRA can hold this push off. And there you go, smoke's coming in. Negative with a counter flash. Whoa! Alright, through the smoke, Negative. No whack there, not a problem. But does get 2 frags. Dream gets 1, gets the second. Recall Master not able to land the Eagle shot there. And Major coming in from behind will finish off the round. And a decent hold there coming out from the B defenders.
Yeah, I mean, SRA does stand for Slaughter Rage Army, and Negative just personifying that through the smoke, pop flashes himself out, lays waste to 2 incoming players, and finally I saw a good anti-force. Just 2 casualties. That's understandable considering that they were going up against the Deagle and the CZ, and those guns will shred armored opponents left, right, and center. And now SRA can actually sit back on their laurels and let these 2 guns, or like I call them, the daddy's little trust fund guns, the MP9s, just shred through their opponents and fill up your bank balance as well while doing so. I hope a Flex and Guru actually play aggro with these 2 SMGs and not sit back and relax, because I've seen players do this and teams do this, especially from the subcontinent, that they let their rifles take the long range encounters and the SMGs will just be hiding in some little nook and cranny waiting for a push, which is never going to come because your rifles are going to mop up the opponents. It's very important that you let your SMGs get the kills in these eco rounds, because especially on the CT side, because it's going to add to your economy. It's going to let you have that, little bit of a buffer in case you do lose one of those few crucial rounds here and there.
Yeah, I agree. And while this technical pause is going on, by the way, Team SRA, if you're watching this VOD later, please use .stop, because you just wasted a tactical timeout there, and we can't give you one again. And yeah, but while this technical timeout is going on, I do want to talk a little bit about Too Easy, by the way. Fed, Too Easy right now, 2 wins on the board out of the 3 games they've played. And technically, they only have 1 win because the other win was a reversal against Entity because of the coach joining GoTV. So Too Easy, actually, to me, they've been looking really shaky, and especially that map pickup, right, by Tito. But I'm assuming Tito does the vetoes as well for them since he is the captain. He picked Cobble against ATE Gaming in the in their earlier game, and they lost that game consequently. So ATE have beaten Too Easy. Entity has technically beaten Too Easy already. Too Easy really needs to pick up the slack, I think, actually, because you remember the top 4 go to LAN, not the 5th or the 6th, and yeah.
I agree, and Too Easy, so far they have looked a little lackluster. Although I won't really take much away from that Cobble game. It's Cobblestone, Adi. Like, come on, that's like a dark horse map at best, and at worst, it's Cobblestone.
Yeah, but the veto comes in the question there, right? Why would you let the game go to Cobble in the first place? For Too Easy, it's like Too Easy likes playing this basics of CS sort of setup, right? Trade fragging, pop flashing your teammates in. You can't do anything like that in Cobblestone. So, it's just a suspect map pickup by them. And I think now with this eco round as well, actually, we could continue this discussion a little more. And that's basically what I just wanted to say. The Too Easy really needs to pick up the slack because this isn't the same Too Easy that we've seen last year.
Precisely, but see, the thing is, last year, that nade. But last year, like, Too Easy came out of nowhere, and they were the dark horses. Nobody really knew what Too Easy were capable of, what they were doing, and that gave them a lot of advantage going into games left, right, and center. Nobody was really aware of what Too Easy's game plan was, but considering that they've made finals in back-to-back seasons of the Masters division, teams have started to take notice of Too Easy gaming and what makes them tick, their playstyle. And frankly speaking, their trade-heavy playstyle isn't really that difficult to break down and counter.
Yeah, true.
And they still lack a plan B. We said this last year as well, that they need to have a plan B, C, D, because if they want to, heavy is the head where lies the crown. And they were the undisputed most consistent team in the Masters division last season for 2 consecutive seasons. So, you have to at some point make concessions for the fact that opponents will start studying you. Like, a lot can be said about, Cloud9 as well. Right after the majors, they had a slew of bad performances, and Tariq himself said that they were never used to being counter-stratted this much. No team studied them. But ever since they won the majors, they came into the crosshairs of everybody, and now they were public enemy number 1. So I think it's high time Too Easy start, diversifying their game plan and start adopting more, adding more to their playbook rather than just relying on their trades and their defaults.
Yep, true. And talking about their defaults, Too Easy's actually got the space by SRA to run their default in this round. And SRA has not taken any map control whatsoever. They don't have Banana. They do not have Apartments. And this round is looking difficult for SRA.
This is a viable strat. I mean, I've seen Indian teams do it time and time again. They just run the clock down and look at that. There's 2 Molotovs still remaining on SRA. They can actually hold the push back for quite a while. But the B-push is coming in. The nade will go out. Dream Scream. He's gonna go take a more passive stance. But the rotations come in. There's 3 players over towards the B-bomb side. And Negative is gonna open up the fragging. And he's not gonna stop. Gets the second one as well. He's the cannon towards the B-bomb side. He's gonna get shredded though. But Major picks up the slack. And Major Flex is just... Okay then.
Oh, and the plant stopped by Aflex. And that's it. They've won the round. That was a great play by Aflex right there. And... Too Easy, leaving it really, really late. And that they actually executed on the B-bomb side with 30 seconds to spare, which technically is a lot. But SRA had the read by then, as even without the map control, they had the information and they had 3 players at the B-bomb site. So that's a great read coming out by SRA and Aflex saving them in that round. And Too Easy have to force buy now, and they've basically spent almost everything they had. They have gone for what is the economic equalization buy, is what I like to call it. And of course, Rexy, because he survived that round without any, without the bomb going down, he does have only $700 to his name, $750. Again, another slow round coming out by Too Easy. And this time, yep.
Here's the problem I have with, I understand why Too Easy are a bit hesitant this time around. They're lacking their IGL, their captain. Tito is not playing today. Apparently, he has exams, so he's not going to be playing today. Standing in for him is P7. So there's a distinct lack of leadership that I can already sense from their hesitant approach. They're just very slow in taking map control as well. And the fact that, the only reason they're getting this much control is because SRA is letting them have it. SRA historically is not a team that goes for active map control. Okay, bad man. Wow, way to shut me up.
But Dream at a position which should be checked all the time, but he is traded, and Recoil, Pokey and Rexy actually open up the B bomb site, and they could probably get a bomb plant as well, and they have the backstab coming in with P7. This round, out of nothing, looks interesting but MJR gets the frag. It's a 2v2 retake now, and Rexy has next to no HP. He's flashed P7 with the backstab. He's spotted out now, and Rexy does manage to kill A-Flex, but a Major with the trade. It's down to a one-on-one, a really expensive round coming in for SRA. But I do think Major should take this now, but it's really well played by P7 right now. And Major going for the smoke diffuse. P7 picking up the up the M4. No ammo whatsoever in it. P7 even trying to knife. But Major does manage to steal the round, and that's sort of sad for Too Easy. That's disappointing because
great effort on those entries by Badman. Beautiful frags coming in. What really baffled me though was Major actually checking towards Ninja spot when he knows that the last player is towards CT. And that's just, again, telltale signs of a lack of communication in SRA. But credit where credit is due. Major gets the job done. Now both teams again with the full proper buy, everything at their disposal. The CTs don't need to be careful. They've had two very close brushes with death, and their money starting to reflect it. 2 players down to $0. And finally, Too Easy get that man advantage. They're up, they're a man a good. And again, this is the round where their slow play so far will actually come in handy, because they can sow the seeds of doubt. Dream Scream, just why, Rexy? Why?
He doesn't need to force the issue there. Yeah. I completely agree. His team already had the man advantage. And also, this is a very important round for Too Easy, because even though they did lose the 5th round, it doesn't matter that much because they've almost wrecked the money of SRA. But Guru getting the frag on a bad man, again avoiding the pop flash. They know how Too Easy plays. They know that they like to pop flash and then peek out. So Guru peeks out after the flash and gets the frag, falls back, and now all of a sudden SRA is the team with the man advantage.
And one thing though, for a team that really likes to play a trade heavy style of play, the spacing that I'm seeing from Too Easy right now is quite poor, to be very honest. Well, Guru does get taken down. There's a flex still chilling towards pit. He's gonna pop flash himself out, and he's gonna catch 2 players right off the bat. Spots out one more player. There's a player right on top of his head, but he's not gonna spot him. Pokey gets the kill onto a flex, and now it's all down to Major and Dream with the AK and the AWP, and Dream is just about starting to rotate. This should be the call to save. There's no point. 2 of your players are damn near broke. Just save these 2 guns. 2 of them can buy, so you can have a buy going into the next round. You're gonna get reset. Finally, Too Easy will put a round on the board, and my God, did Too Easy make that look difficult?
Yes, I agree. But like I said, that 5th round was really important for Too Easy. They have broken the bank of SRA. They will force buy into the next round though. And Too Easy, also Guru, by the way, there in the library, he had no reason to peek out, by the way. He could have just held that angle and crossfired with his player in the pit. Instead, he peeks out, dies, and gives away the round, and gives away the man advantage as well. And now, SRA going in for the forced buy. Couple of guns dropped over here and there. It's a decent buy, honestly. Only A-Flex is going to be suffering there on the Swag 7. But other than that, other than the FAMAS, they actually have 2 decent rifles on the board, as well as the AWP. And a decent amount of utility. I don't know why Guru has gone for head armor. He could have bought a grenade or a flashbang or something instead. But yeah, this round might make or break SRA. Or too easy, to be honest.
I'm just happy we finally get to see a Swag 7 in play, because that means Apartment's aggression. And that is something that has been lacking. It's been a dull game so far. Both teams playing turtle setups for days. Pokey needs to be careful. Oh, a flex makes some noise. So they should know that there's a player on the backstab, and a flex. He's getting a lot of information for his team. He's pushed all the way up towards T-Apps. And, well, the bomb is inching its way up close towards mid. But look at where Aflex is playing from. He can literally unravel this attack, and good trigger discipline.
Oh, I think that was a mistake. You would say that's good trigger discipline, but I think that was a mistake. I think he should have killed them. Of course, I could be proven wrong if Aflex does get 2 frags this time instead with the banana backstab. But for now, it's the same player. Oh, the trigger. This is good trigger discipline. He does get 1. He does get 2. Aflex proving me wrong. With the backstab, 3 kills for him. That push, catching Too Easy completely off guard. And you can see that SRA has been watching some demos. Aflex with a 4th for the round. Gets the bomb carrier as well. Badman with no players around him for the trade. Recoil does get the Guru. Pushing out without... I mean, he had no reason to push out there. And Negative with a great peek onto Recoil Master. And all of a sudden, Too Easy are the ones who are reset. And they've called for a tactical timeout.
All right, so, you know, one thing I've noticed, let's take a break from the game, but a lot of these players have started streaming. Too Easy, their entire roster now has started streaming off late. They've been streaming, I think, on Cooler Master's Facebook page and their own page. And Sai, obviously, he's been a long-time streamer, but he's made the career suicidal decision of changing platforms. It's just not possible, but do you think that streaming could possibly be having a negative effect on the overall gameplay that players have? Because we've seen that with Shroud, right, in the international circuit. He'd focus more on his streams, not so much on the team plays and team practice, and it would show during clutch matches and even in general in LAN events. You know, that obvious disconnect between professional gameplay or a professional game and...
Yeah, I agree. Your bad habits from like a pug game manage to, if you do stream a lot and play a lot of pugs, right? They do sort of tend to bleed over into your actual professional game. And Too Easy with a fast B rush right now, and Dream is all alone in the B bomb side. He misses an op shot, gets the second one onto Recoil Master, gets another one onto Pokey. He's doing work for his team right now. He runs out of ammo though, and Batman finally manages to shut him down, but the Guru is already there with the backstab. SRA swarming into the bomb site now, and they're not even gonna let Too Easy plant the bomb anymore. Badman picked off by Negative from afar, and the Guru will push in and finish the round. And it actually, what seemed like it was going to be like a really bad round for SRA turns into yeah, not bad, because they only lost 1 player.
Exactly, and while it was the right call in my opinion to just, you know, rush B, and they did get lucky, they struck gold. There was just 1 player with the AWP on the side, but Dream just going like beast mode, getting 2 kills, doing a ton of damage with the P250 as well onto the 3rd, staying alive just long enough for the rotations to come in. And I'm actually surprised to see how good SRA are playing on their CT side. The CT side has been the side that's let them down off late on, you know, Inferno especially. Of the games that they've lost, they've basically lost on the CT side. They've clearly put in the time and the effort to iron out the problems, and it's showing. They're giving an opponent of Too Easy's caliber a run for their money.
I don't want to be the devil's advocate in that statement, to be honest, but I actually think it's more of Too Easy not playing well enough. Badman does though get the frag this time. I will get back to that in a bit after this round is done. Badman finally Too Easy again. This is only for the 2nd time in 9 rounds they've had the man advantage. Hopefully it's not thrown away now by somebody else. Pokey gets another one. Rexy gets the frag onto the player at the B bomb site as well, and all of a sudden picks everywhere. Guru finally replies. Negative with a reply as on Badman as well. And Guru again with a again with another frag on P7, and all of a sudden it's a 2v2. But the B bomb side is open, and Too Easy knows that, because Guru and Negative both have already shown their cards, played their cards. Recoil Master holding the angle. Oh, he goes to sleep there and misses, but he does manage to shut Guru down, and Rexy on the other side of the map does kill Negative as well. And what should have been a much more comfortable round after the first 3 picks.
Yeah, I mean,
still gets put to bed by Too Easy, but their money now is, again, it's on thin ice. Like, I don't even think P7 can buy a gun right now. He is going to be dropped a Galil by Recoil Master, I guess, but SRA also gonna go in for a force buy. A semi-force buy, one op and a pistols. That's a breakdown of communication there. Because they could have had 2 rifles on A flex and negative as well. And the Guru with that op trying to make something happen in middle, but Recoil Master shuts him down. Negative, of course, picks up that op. He's like, he would have told the Guru that, go get a frag. If you don't, I'm gonna take that out off your cold dead hands and do something with it. Like a pug game.
Well, it's been quite a pug style game so far. That 5v3, 5v2 coming down to a 2v2 down to the wire in the last round. I mean, only in pugs, Adi. Only in pugs.
I do agree, and you're right about Tito missing, right? And I think Too Easy has looked very dysfunctional, and that's why I think that's what SRA has been helped out by. I don't think that SRA is necessarily playing the perfect CT setups or the perfect CD style that is required for Inferno. I think it's just Too Easy handing them easy rounds, to be honest.
Yeah, and it all comes down to their, very slow. I don't know. I just don't get what Too Easy is playing at right now. Because, see, I don't know. In my book, the way to counter a turtle setup like the one SRA is employing is to be a little more proactive. And oh, Major lands a headshot through the wall. But Dream, the lack of weaponry really telling there. Down he goes, Major. It's all down to him with the Deagle to hold down the fort until backup arrives. Negative's just, he's had it. He's had enough. He's like, nah, I'm just going to save the op fam. I'm out of this. All the best, Major. Get your exits, get your match IR. We're out. Get your post-plant kills.
And Major is going to be hunted down by Too Easy. In fact, gets a kill on a P7. P7 did not have to peek out. Or actually, P7 failed and whiffs his spray, actually. And Major does manage to get out of there. Save that armor is the most important part, actually, for him. And Negative. It's going to be interesting to see if Negative gives the op back. Sorry, if he saves it, in fact. Does he give it back to Guru? Or is he going to be like, in a pug, you'll be like, oh no, this is my op now.
Yeah. To the victor goes the spoils, right? I picked it up, it's mine now. But at least he's going to hold, manage to keep a hold of it. SRA is a team that's notorious for force buying. I think they went to the, I call it the Mongol school of economics. Wherein if you have $3,000, you're going to buy into that round. And SRA definitely follow that same train of thought. They're going to have a pretty decent buy, actually, all things considered. Decent amount of utility, a FAMAS and 3 rifles along with the AWP. And I know you're here, that's why I made that distinction, because you don't like to call the FAMAS a rifle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. I think it's a piece of crap gun and it needs to be buffed. Also, Negative, by the way, was being nice. He dropped the op over to Dream and dropped Guru a FAMAS and bought himself an M4. So he's the bank right now for his team. Of course, that bank has become Somalia now, and it's non-existent because he has $250 to his name. But yeah, again, a static setup coming out from SRA, and I don't like this. I really don't like the static setup. They have no information anywhere. They're just hoping and praying that that Too Easy makes a mistake, or that they walk into a crossfire, which Guru and Major have set up right now, but the middle left smoke perfectly placed. Major does get the trade. Oh my god, he gets 3 kills through the smoke. Major, turn off your wall hacks, man. This is a professional game of Counter-Strike. You can't be doing that. That's disgusting.
That was beautiful and disgusting at the same time. And Dream, he's like, muzzle flashes, but Recoil Master with a good trade. It's a 1v3. Negative's already staring down the iron sights. He's ready. He knows where Recoil Master is, but Recoil Master, he's going to peek again. Oh, the timing just not working in his favor. Should get the bomb down, but the money situation is a bit precarious. That bomb plant will allow them to go for a buy next round, but Recoil is going to completely whiff his shot. Too many heads to aim at, too many bodies to shoot at, and he's going to get taken down, and that's the round for SRA. They move on to 8 rounds, going into the 12th round. Too Easy are looking like they're just getting undone by hero plays from SRA. There's nothing spectacular about what SRA is doing. It's just hero plays.
Exactly, I completely agree with that. And I was just about to say with Too Easy, smoked off mid to left, pop flash Guru. Like, he was completely white. They get the kill on him. They're doing everything right. And then Major comes in and does that through the smoke. You feel you'll feel terrible after if that happens to you. You'll just be like, what the hell are we supposed to do to win a damn round here? And they have managed to scrounge together a bye, though, for this 12th round. They have an AWP, 3 AKs, and a Galil, and a decent ton of utility. Not as much as they would like, but definitely enough to work with in this round. And again, it's back to square one because SRA has already won this half, by the way, with 8 rounds. And too easy, just they need to win the rest of the rounds if they want to have a chance of winning this game, to be honest, because it's starting to run away from them now.
Again, see, I won't really write Too Easy off this early. Still a lot of CS left to be played, but if they don't switch things around, they're going to have a very difficult time on the CT side, because again, Too Easy's CT side is not that aggressive either. Inferno is a map that actually rewards aggression on the CT side towards apartments, towards Banana, some sort of active map control. And it's going to be a poor pop flash, but Dream, an uncanny miss from him. But a flex from the balcony, he has to go hero mode. He does have support in the form of Guru coming his way, but a flex, he's going to bite the dust, and Guru, both of them falling. Oh my god, that finally something going Too Easy's way. Everyone from SRA just missing all their shots.
Yep, everyone indeed. Even Major couldn't shoot Recall Master in the back there. And that's unfortunate for SRA, to be honest. But it was. I don't think that was a bad pop flash. By the way, Dream did not get pop flash, but his teammate in the cubby definitely did at bit to left. But yeah, I mean, Too Easy, going back to basics, right? They're just like, all right, this is not working out for us. Let's just, throw one pop flash, stick together as a team. Let's move as a unit and try to get some frags, try to get some rounds on the board now. And it's working out. And you can see that Too Easy is already on the hunt. They know that SRA doesn't have the money. And even though they've won so many rounds, their money is actually pretty terrible. And they've been reset, to be honest. And
yep, and that's the CT side conundrum. On the CT side, the economy is so punishing that you need to string rounds. Not only do you need to string rounds, you need to keep as many players alive while winning those rounds to keep the money in the green. And if you don't, and SRA have like, even though they've won they've won quite a few rounds in a row, but they've come very close, like losing 2, 3, 4 players in doing so, and they've run their bank dry. And the best part about this Too Easy T-side is that they've won rounds at crucial intervals, which puts a lot of pressure on the CT economy. And now it's going to come down to negative with the AWP. He's the only one with a real gun on the CT side, and he has to go huge. Last time the Guru picked up the AWP, it didn't really work out. He just fell listlessly in mid. But it's going to be a B hit, and negative gets one, but immediately traded out. Dream gonna go looking for that AWP. Will he get it, and will he make something happen? Is the question.
Oh, he just wants to take that AWP and run out of there. He wants to save that gun. He knows how important it is for his team. The Guru trying to make do with his pistol, but he can't really pull off anything spectacular. Recall Master picking off a flex as well. All the players were eco, so it's not a problem. Major probably wants to save his armor, but he will be denied by Recall Master. That op has finally come into play, and Too Easy. After this adjustment, they look a lot better. They've stopped spreading out, and they've just started sticking together as a unit. And Dream has spotted out P7, and he will take him out as well. And he's gonna be hunted now. He's definitely gonna be hunted. But unfortunately for Too Easy, the closest player to Dream is Recall Master, who has an op as well. So he can't risk that AWP. And Dream is gonna be let go. He's gonna be allowed to stay alive, and that op is going to make the difference now, because it does look like SRA wants to force buy around this op.
Of course they want to force buy, Adi. Like I said, they went to the Mongol school of economics. I mean, they could have had a 9-6 half if they'd just gone armor pistol that previous round and bought in fully, completely decked out with all the utility in the next round. But instead, they're going to go for broke and try for that 10-5 or 8-7. Like, it's like playing poker when you're literally holding a hand of like just low face cards and just going all in. They're trying to bluff the guy holding the full house. It is just ballsy play across the board from SRA. But apart from the fact that there's no aggression whatsoever. So
yeah, but this may work out in their favor as well, because Too Easy has gone back to their spread default. And the spread default hasn't worked out really well for them. Hopefully towards the end of the round, they do bunch up together and execute onto a bomb site. Actually, that does look like it's the case. They have left one lurker towards B. And curiously, they're wrapping mid to left with a player in the apartments. And Aflex waiting. Everyone's just waiting. SRA just doesn't want to take the fight right now. And Too Easy is wondering where the hell are the players. Major does make his presence known, takes down P7. It's really low in the process though. And now Too Easy, like I said, they've been spread apart. Badman though sneaks into library. Pokey gets the backstab from apartments onto Major, and Rexy comes in and kills Aflex as well. And suddenly they open up the A bomb site and get the bomb down. Curious round, to be honest, because all single, like one-on-one fights, and they were won by Too Easy, fortunately for them.
And again, the rotations on SRA, they baffle me. I mean, the bomb has been spotted ages ago making its way towards the A bomb site, and Negative starts rotating out of B as the bomb is getting planted towards, you know, as deep a corner and as deep a hole you can dig in the A bomb site. That's where the bomb gets planted, and that's when he starts rotating. I think SRA, it's clear they've worked on their setup and their trades and their crossfires, but I think they need to start paying some attention towards their communications. And Dream, this man is a turret. He is a literal turret, and like I said, SRA went for broke the previous round, and now they're broke. And now this final buy is going to be a really strained buy. 2 mag 7s. All right.
You probably see another one on Major. Although he goes for the deagle and bites the bullet for picking... He picks up the utility for his team. Like, he takes a step back. He's like, my team needs utility. I'm going to do it for them. I'm just going to pick up a deagle. But yeah, that force buy is definitely going to come back to haunt them. And Too Easy finally has a shot into it. And the spam coming in from P7 picks up Aflex straight in the head. He's like, bye-bye, I don't need to see you. Pokey gets apartments control and gets Guru's head as well. Dream gets a frag, gets a revenge frag, you would say, and picks up the AK and hightails it out of there. And now SRA, they're going to rotate all their players into the A-bomb side. And nope, just as I say that, Dream's like, no fam, I don't want you to be right about this. I don't want to take the correct decision. I'm going to go back to B. And all of a sudden, there's just one player at the A-bomb side. That's Negative. Gets the first frag onto Pokey. He might even get a second because the trade is not forthcoming. He does get the leg shot onto Recoil Master, but Recoil Master does get the frag onto Negative. And now it's a 2v3 retake, but Recoil Master is really low. Badman sitting at half HP as well. The bomb has been planted finally by Recoil Master, and the post plants are actually really bad right now. And Dream and Major get picked off by Recoil Master and P7, the standing turrets for Too Easy. And that's 8-7. Too Easy does pick up all the remaining rounds that they could, but they still do lose the half. But this is a good platform. This is what I was saying, right? Too Easy needed to win those rounds, needed to win those to build a comeback and build some momentum into this game. And now I think all of a sudden Too Easy are in the driver's seat.
Yep, and they do as you instructed. They win the remaining rounds, and now they can actually start mounting a comeback. All comes down to this pistol round. They had a very questionable pistol setup going into the first round, but well, this is an interesting one. This pistol setup I haven't seen since last year's I think it was, yeah, fall season, when they just put 3 players in speedway and swing to either side depending on where the action was taking place. And considering the fact that Pokey has had no traffic come his way towards Banana, the swing has gone towards A. And okay, just as I say that, Pokey, well, I don't know if he's any good or not, but he's definitely very, very dead.
That was harsh, to be honest. That headshot was nasty, and now that's forced Too Easy to rotate a player onto the B bomb side. They did want to stack 4 towards A, but as of now, ooh, that read. This is a very interesting read coming in from Too Easy. But now, hopefully, they don't overthink it with Negative shooting Badman. Well, Rexy in the back, but Recoil Master gets the first frag onto Guru. They do know that it's a B hit now. P7 here's the plant as well. He needs to get this frag onto A-Flex, but more than that, he needs to hold the the graveyard. Sorry, what is this called? I have a brain fart at this point. Yes, construction or garden, right? As one point as well. But Negative gets a frag onto Rexy as well. P7 trying to retake, gets a frag onto A-Flex, but he's instantly traded by Major. And SRA picks up what is their second pistol round. of the game. And there you go. I mean, they might even build off this and get 2 more, because they did play the anti-ecos very well in the first half. And that gives them, that gives them that platform, right? That those 6 rounds that I was talking about. And it makes it that much harder for Too Easy to get back into this game.
Yep, and you called it. You lose the pistol rounds, that's 6 rounds you're essentially giving up. But all's not lost. The Deagles are out to play. And we have seen miraculous rounds come from these Deagles, because once they start going off, they start singing the songs of death and destruction. Hopefully that's not the case, and SRA can just keep going on their merry way and keep putting the wins on the table, because it would seem that SRA aren't a team that adapts very well, as was clearly evident by their CT side. And what is that smoke, Adi? What is that smoke?
Well, that smoke was spotted by Negative, and he's like, guys, what the hell are you doing? Here, take a second one. And that wasted a smoke, and Guru is going to get shot in the back by Recoil Master. But I think Pokey is aware that Major has sneaked into CD spawn. Major somehow is a 32 HP. I have no idea where that happened. And he does get the backstab onto Pokey. He's stuck between 2 players. A-Flex, though, is the one who gets the frags onto the B players. Recoil Master does get the frag onto Major, so that CD spawn avenue is clear. It's a 3v3 retake now. SRA has got the bomb down at B, and that was a good strat, to be honest. They wrapped on the B bomb side. They split B, 3 coming in straight from Banana, and 2 trying to sneak their way into CD spawn. Worked out pretty well, actually. It put Too Easy's defense in a mess, and A-Flex, he's not done here. The 2 entry frags, and now 2 frags to hold the bomb site down as well. 4 frags on the man. He's going nuts this game. Negative stealing that ace away from P7. And, well, at least for SRA, all those frags came to their SMGs, so that's a positive.
Yeah, and that's money in the bank for a Flex. And
yeah, I say that considering that they lost 3 players, by the way. That's what I meant. Like, they lost 3 players, but at least they got 5 frags off the SMGs, so that'll help their bank.
Yeah, and moreover, most of the investment was just SMGs. I don't think there was a rifle on the cards for SRA going into that pistol round. They took a leaf out of Entity's playbook. Entity did that last time around, just I think 5 umps and a boatload of utility, and it worked really well in their favor. Utility being your best friend, flushing out those annoying little CTs or terrorists hiding in those little nooks and crannies. But Rexy picks up the first kill.
I have no idea what A-Flex was doing there. He just ran in alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's just he died to a complete eco, by the way, and for some reason Badman has a kit. It is a B stack, of course, coming in by the CTs. Rexy's alone at the A bomb side, and the C4 is going A, unfortunately for Too Easy. And well, SRA should pick up this round because there is nobody here except for Rexy. And what I don't understand is, 1, the kit on Badman, and the second thing I don't understand is how many rounds are Too Easy going to give up. Dream gets the frag onto Rexy. That's the A-bomb side opened up, and Badman should just save that kit. Send the rest of his players. $400 invested in that kit. He shouldn't be dropping that because he's not going to have the money next round to buy another one.
I mean, I don't get it, right? You've decided to stack a bomb. Then you do get the kill. You do get, an AK-47 out of the hands of the CTs, of the Ts. But you're giving up economy to your opponents. Why? If you've decided to stack a bomb site, they don't come your way. It's okay. Just chill. You don't need to go for the, flashy plays and get the frags. Okay, you do recover the AK-47. So I guess I've just put a shoe in my mouth. But I still stand by what I said. If I were Too Easy, I would have just saved. I would have kept all 4 players in the B bomb site because it's a gamble and it's a risk that's not worth taking. There we go. You kill everybody. Yes, everybody's dead. You've done a lot of economic damage, but you've still lost the round, right? And if I were you, I would have, instead of giving SRA the economy, I would have just stayed put and wait for exits to come my way.
And I don't know if, like I said, Badman is not good. Oh, well, he does buy a kit, but he does forego a flashbang or a nade. So again, there you go. He could have saved that kit. He probably could have, after he got the first frag on a Major, once he recovered that AK, he should have just hightailed it out of there, honestly. Because, I mean, SRA still has the money. They could still, as long as they get a bomb plan, they should be able to buy the next round as well. And it's just, it wasn't worth it, especially when you're on the CT side, right? Because like you said earlier in the game, the CT economy is, oh my god, and Recoil Master getting punished through the smoke, a luck shot coming out there by A-Flex. And again, this is SRA studying Too Easy. They know that Recoil Master likes to play behind that smoke, likes to peek middle, and they just took a chance. And that chance, they won the lottery with that chance, right? Negative is wondering what the hell is happening there, and oh my god, Badman gets actually baited by his own teammates AWP, and oh my god, that's just a hilarious.
That was so smart on Negative. So smart of Negative to do what he just did. He saw the op just, you know, do a moonwalk in front of it. He's like, huh, I wonder if there's someone under shelter. Let me check. Peeks out, boom, down goes Badman. And I'm pretty sure Badman will be like, Abbe P7 kar kya raha hai bhai, nade se uda.
Like I just oh god, I feel so bad for Too Easy there. But these are the things, like these are the bad habits that you pick up from pugs, right? And you bring them into the game. Like I know a lot of Too Easy players are in Next as well, right? And even if So Strong Next is a really high skill tier, it's still a pug at the end of the day. And these bad habits of, oh, take this up, of course, you know, the player on the terrorist side who's gone for that boiler control, which is going to happen every single round, by the way. There's always a terrorist in the apartments or boiler unless you fight that. He of course knows that that gun is being shot towards a player, right? It's just, that's just like I told you, that's like just baited by his own teammate. I would be really cheesed off if I was Badman right now. I would have been like, kya kar raha hai? Like
Exactly.
basically, like,
No,
and
see, but if you're noticing this, Adi, and I know you are, because you've played professionally and you understand this game at a much higher level than I do. I'm just a cancer caster. What do I know, right? But both the teams, they have identical CT sides, very static, very passive, and both of them were punished to a certain extent. I mean, Too Easy are getting punished. And Rex, oh my god, Rexy just wrecked, brutal, savaged by Dream.
I think Too Easy is a little bit shaken up, by the way. Rexy had saved that M4 from the earlier round, by the way, and it is an eco coming out from Too Easy. So we don't expect much coming in from this round, but Recoil does get a frag, but the B bomb side has been relieved of counter-terrorist control, and well, they're gonna try to save 2 rifles. That's for sure. P7 is going towards mid to pick up that dropped M4 by Recoil Master. And this is going to help their economy. But now again, like Too Easy has dug themselves into such a hole where, okay, I stand corrected. P7 can't find that M4. Where the hell did it go?
He's just like, what the heck?
Oh, there it is.
There we go. All he had to do was press 1.
I think it was dropped towards the arch and this thing. Pokey gets a frag on a Dream as well, and he's not gonna get a gun. Oh, he does get a gun out of this, and all of a sudden that's a great round for Too Easy because they have 3 guns saved now, and of course they've lost 5 rounds in a row, so that's the loss bonus is max now. They need to start putting up numbers on the board now. Now they need to fight back. Now is the time where they need to do something different. Yeah, they need to aggress, right? They need to take banana control. If I was them right now, to be honest, I would send 3 players down banana and 2 players in apartments. Leave middle. Middle doesn't matter in a map like Inferno. Just push banana and apartments. Take control of both. Squeeze SRA out of the map. And that's how you're going to win this game. Do it every round. But SRA...
In fact, I'd have to disagree a little bit. I'd say instead of... Wow, those nades though. Oh my god. I would say Kobe, but that's a slam dunk. And an alley-oop by Rexy. And
2
Pokey.
nades.
Yeah, 2 nades right on the head. Take that. Good night, sweet prince. But as I was saying, I'd have to disagree with you. Instead of aggressing both at banana and apartments, I'd say aggress at one spot, deny them control at one place, and force the T's to play into a trap that you've possibly sprung towards the A bomb set. There we go. 1 kill coming their way. Recoil Master finally comes alive with the big green gun. That Molotov, though, is going to force him off. In the meantime, P7 finds a kill. P7... Major still around the corner. P7 holding steady, will find the kill. And finally, Too Easy pick up a round. And most importantly, they do so by keeping 4 players alive, which means they're going to have some economy going forwards.
Yep, that's exactly what the doctor ordered right now. A clean round. And Too Easy's crossfire actually working out. And Recoil Master, of course, bailing... I forget who died in mid to right, but bailing his teammate out for not getting a frag of his own. But I have noticed SRA, when they do walk in mid, there is no pop flash. There's just the one smoke on either side, and they're just walking in. And especially, Negative has done this 2 or 3 times now. He's just walked in dry, and the same 2 nades coming in by too easy. SRA has learned from their past mistake, by the way. Aflex, and well, this time it's Major who goes in a little later to Banana. Doesn't want to take that nade damage. And now, again, it's such a static setup by too easy. It irks me.
This is, oh god, I don't know. Adi, it's just, after watching so much Counter-Strike, right, I'd expect there to be some trickle-down effect. I mean, just watch how Astralis are playing Inferno right now. It's crazy how good they are on this map. If you're not that comfortable with the free-flowing way that Astralis play, like they can execute with 2 players, just take something from Big. Big is a very execute-heavy team, and they've had a lot of success on this map. In fact, they went to legend status and won majors just based off of how good they were on Inferno. So take a few, strats off of their playbook and just try and implement them. Some setups on the CT side. Being so static, right now it's a 3-2 split and Pokey is going to rotate off, which is not the right call in my opinion because there's 4 Oh, okay. Something clicked. Divine intervention right there. And
that Molotov misses its mark. Rexy does spot off the head, and he does get a frag, falls back, but now he's trapped, and he has no backup coming in because Pokey's been picked off by Negative. Major does kill Rexy as well, and now the B-bomb side is completely open, and it does look like too easy. They are going to go in for the retake. They have to go for this retake. And now they shouldn't go for the retake because P7 has been picked off by Negative. But still, too easy. Want to force the issue. 2 on 3. Dream... Unfortunate, could not spot anything through that smoke. Badman with a terrible flash. That's not going to flash anyone. Negative. Oh! Negative gets a kill, but Badman with a 1-tap onto Dream, making up for his missed flash. And now he's sneaked his way in. No, shit. Oh. Oh, Negative does kill him. Oh, I'm sorry. I squealed like a little girl there because he should have waited for another 3 seconds. Waited for the terrorists to start running away. And then tapped the bomb. He tapped it too early, I think. He should have gone for the stick 5, just, with 6 seconds left on the bomb timer.
He tapped it too early. The
Yep.
story of Indian CSGO.
You do not want to prematurely tap that.
Yes. Yes. No, you do not. What am I saying yes for?
But yes, and too easy. Now, they are basically out of money. This is the Hail Mary buy. 14-8 in the favor of SRA. SRA actually have looked impressive on their T side. But again, that's in part of too easy, just being completely clueless on their side as well. And there you go. That's an example of how clueless too easy are. 2 smokes by the players who are standing right next to each other, wasted at middle, when you already are so low on cash. This makes me tilt, Fed. I can't even imagine. Like I'm Henry G right now. I'm tilted as a caster.
Are you? This is just your first game, Adi.
No, I don't like to
learn to become zen.
I don't like to see silly mistakes. All right, if you screw up your aim or something, it's fine. But if you do something like that in the Masters League, in this level of the game, you deserve to be called out on it because you are much better than this. And anyway, SRA it does look like SRA is gearing up for that B take. It is just the Guru making some noise over at A. And he is actually holding 3 players here just because of that noise. And I'm surprised that Too Easy isn't smarter to this, and especially now. Badman does pick off the Guru, and the rotation should be called in very soon. And Recall Master gets the frag onto Major as well. The B hit is coming in now. Recall Master smoked off. Aflex does sneak into CD spawn, but he is traded by Pokey. Pokey with a nuts shot onto Negative. He must be wondering what the hell happened there. And Badman is shut down by Dream. And again, when Too Easy does win a round, they win it pretty cleanly. Where is this in all the other rounds?
I don't know. Hiding in new boxes, behind new boxes, in dark spots somewhere, but it's not in the game. They're just so passive. I think they're too passive for their own good. Just one player, that is the Guru, just holding off 3 players in one bomb site. That should not happen. And what's worrying me right now for SRA is that I think this might just be a mirror of what happened in the first half. they had an identical. They were in an identical situation where Too Easy won one round and that reset their economy, and then Too Easy just came back and kept winning round after round after round. That had a lot to do with the fact that SRA doesn't like to eco or study economics much. But I mean, which is funny because most of them are from Kolkata, right? You expect Bengalis to be like, I'm Bengali. I am thrifty as they come. Given a choice, I'd eco full 15 rounds, and I have $16,000. Yeah.
Yeah, and for like it's sort of like in pugs, right? In MM, you'll be like, "Bhai, drop me a gun. Where are you gonna take your 16,000? Are you gonna like withdraw it from a bank?" And so that's what you like to do, Fet, huh? Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. I will never pug with you ever again. But an eco round, it's a throwaway round coming in by SRA. I do like that they took the tactical pause just before this as well to discuss what their plan of action should be for the next round. They wouldn't have been talking about this round at all. Negative. Yeah. Walking too far out of the smoke and walks to his death, unfortunately. And Rexy being stupid and peeking out when he shouldn't have. But through the smoke, Pokey gets two, and he is going to pick up the third as well. He knows what was coming, and he does manage to save the op as well. 4 frags for the man. Eco frags, stats padded, and
Yes.
Too Easy now. They at least they have money. I'll say that much. At least they can buy the next round if they lose this, and that's the most important part. And SRA are gonna force buy again because it's SRA. Very low on utility. 1 Deagle, 1 Pro 90 on the Guru, and
Oh, this I have to see.
yeah, I agree. I was just gonna say if you could put the camera on Guru, because effective use of the P90 is something I have not learnt after playing this game for 15 years. So I would like to learn it now.
Stream in that case. He's a god with this gun.
Well, I'm saying effective in a professional sense, in a professional game, not in a pug.
Listen,
I
this
should
is
have
the most
clarified.
dreaded weapon in a pug. I don't know how to counter this. There's no counter to this. It's the Brahmastra.
I have no idea what Brahmastra means.
Watch Mahabharat Pro.
Sure, I have better things to do like watch Counter-Strike. But the Guru making a difference with that P9. He gets the frag onto Batman, but is instantly that crossfire by Pokey and P7 walking into basically the gates of hell and being stopped by the devil and 2 of his minions.
Wow. I mean, that was the fastest round we've cast in this entire game because it was like the entire SRA squad just walked into a meat grinder and Too Easy were like, okay. And they just killed everybody. Like, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead, Adi. They're all dead. Where did that round go? Apart from Guru with the P90, like I said, that is a weapon of mass destruction. The only kill that round came from the P90 of all weapons.
I have no idea why. Well, either way. Again, like I said, SRA, right? They lack their pop flashes. Like, unfortunately, I'm actually trying to analyze this game while watching and casting it. So, pretty analytical and pretty anal, basically, about the mistakes players make and the plays players make, right? And SRA, no pop flash, again. That was their mistake. And Recall Master gets the frag onto Dream. Badman elsewhere gets a frag onto A-Flex. It is an eco round, it's a throwaway round. Too Easy needs to keep as many players alive as possible. And it looks like they will.
Woohoo! Kadak shot. And Major, yeah. One shot is all you have. Okay, negative. Alright. Cool. Negative will get the M4, but I don't think there's enough left in him to go for the plant. Nope, there isn't. Pokey will find the final kill of that round. And with that, Too Easy somehow find themselves within touching distance of SRA. It's 14-12, and SRA, now, they are on the more forgiving side. They kept forcing it up on the CT side to their own detriment. But they're on the T side now. It's a lot more forgiving in terms of the economy. So they can take a few more risks, be a little more cavalier with their cash, but not so much. The bank is building on Too Easy. An average of $5,000, apart from Badman. Badman's as broke as they come, and so is Rexy. I mean, they can still buy. That's the thing. P7 can drop in the next round, and everyone else, including Badman, will be able to go for a buy. So
It doesn't. The economy doesn't matter for Too Easy anymore. Actually, it just matters that SRA, even if they lose this round, they need to get a bomb plant down, because otherwise they're not. They're gonna have to force buy basically, because they've spent everything in the bank to get that up and all those grenades and all those AK-47s on the board. And Too Easy, in the meanwhile, if they lose a round, they have enough for one more round, and if they lose that, it's GG anyway, right? So for them, it doesn't really matter. And finally, Too Easy, going for some aggression onto the B bomb side. They have taken banana control with that deep smoke. And Recall Master, of course, sitting at the old car position with that up like a turret. That smoke is going to dissipate. And what's he going to do off the back of that? Is he going to push it? Are they going to re-smoke it? Negative, by the way, is stuck on the wrong side of that crosshair with the C4.
I mean, he can always circle around. There's no reason for him to force the issue.
But I'm sure he will. And that flash misses. Recall Master avoids it anyway, even if it did not miss. In the meanwhile, SRA has actually sneaked up middle, while the C4. This is actually the most important fight, though. Even though the game is going on at middle. Well, it's so alright. So this was the same thing by SRA. They actually tried to take middle control and then wrap onto the B bomb site, but unfortunately, the middle control has been completely denied. And now it's Recall Master getting a frag onto negative. He knows that both the players are at B as well. All he needs to do is wait for his backup. One teammate has already arrived, and Recall Master does get two, but Major does finally get the trade in, but it is a little bit too late. He needs to get the bomb plant down right now, but he's going to be denied by Rexy. And now SRA are not going to have the money to get their full buy. This is what I was saying right in the start of this round. They needed to get that bomb down, and I think SRA is overthinking this right now, Fett. Don't you think so? I think they just need to bunch up like Too Easy did towards the end of their half, towards the end of the first half, and just stick together, work as a unit, and basically brute force into a bomb site.
Yeah, what they need to watch in their... Oh, they don't have any more tactical timeouts. What they needed to, for a pep talk, would have been the Leroy Jenkins video and a poster of YOLO in the background. Because that's what they need to do. SRA, again, Too Easy are playing so passive towards the A bomb site. A fast play towards Archers could actually break this setup. And I'm surprised that SRA haven't read into this. And it may be that some godsend here by some miracle. Too Easy have managed to pull it back. And again, there's been tiny switch-ups here and there which has allowed them to get these so many rounds, primarily of them that being the banana aggression that we saw coming up in the past few rounds. But again, they know that Too Easy's economy, SRA's economy is in the dumpster. This is the right time to actually play passive, and they're doing that. They're letting the rifles and its range, speak to its inherent advantage. And you also using their utility to delay any pushes whatsoever, because if one of those rounds came down to the wire and SRA just ran out of time. And this is smart play from Too Easy Gaming.
I agree. And of course, this is an eco round coming in from SRA, so we do not expect much from them this round. And again, this is this is going to be really important what happens in the next round, actually, because oh my god, Rexy completely whiffing the spray onto Major, and all of a sudden Recall Master is going to need backup, and he's aiming at the... Where is he aiming? Crosshair placement, my man. And Recall Master does get the frag onto negative, though. He is stuck, but it doesn't matter. Push this guy into a corner. He will come out swinging, and he will knock you down. And now SRA, 14 all. Their lead, their massive 14-8 lead has dwindled down to next to nothing. And we're even Stevens again. Just 2 rounds left to go in this game. And yeah, it's squeaky bum time, as Sir Alex Ferguson would like to say.
Squeaky bum time indeed. I mean, I think I first heard that being said by James Bardolph himself, the legend, the man, the myth.
Yeah, of course. Even he heard that from football, from the commentators in football. And SRA calling for a dot stop. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Too Easy is going to... Yep. I was a little concerned there. I was like, is Too Easy going to be unsportsmanlike and be like, nope, we're not going to call the dot stop for you? But they do that. And yeah, it does seem like SRA is lagging. So we do have a tactical timeout.
One thing I'll give credit where credit is due. Too Easy And generally, most of the teams in the Indian professional circuit, they're very sporting. Sportsmanship is not something that's lacking. I mean, not to you, your administration, okay? You're the suit, but with each other.
No, I agree.
Apart from what happened at, in Kolkata, let's yeah.
Well, that's internal Kolkata strife. We'll leave it to that itself.
Yes.
There's no reason to bring it up on stream right now. But what I do want to bring up, of course, is that Too Easy, in fact, on the first day, right, when the whole Entity Gaming coach issue came up, right, Too Easy actually did not file a complaint. They did not want to. They were like, they just wanted to get on with it. And you're right. The Too Easy especially are the most sportsmanlike team out there. Even though Tito last year got the Masala Award from HyperX for, the most trash talk ever done by any player in the history of Counter-Strike in the Premiership, still, he's still very sporting, and even he does it in fun. So, yeah. That's basically it. But anyway.
I wasn't aware that he got the Trash Talker award.
Oh, well, yeah, it was called the Masala Award.
Interesting.
It was for, his trash talking, basically.
I've never seen Tito trash talk. I mean, Rahul's one of the nicest guys I've met.
Oh, did you not? I guess you weren't there for his interview, right? And of course, you were injured at the time, just fresh out of your knee replacement surgery or whatever.
It's an ACL reconstruction, not a knee replaplement, not 80 years old, Adi.
Well, I'm going to have to get a knee replacement soon anyway, but forget that right now. We can talk about that on our own time. This game has reached its boiling point right now. 14 all. The full buy coming in from both the teams, and this is the most important round for SRA again. P7 gets the first frag, Negative gets the trade onto him, but Badman with a revenge frag onto Guru. The middle is being locked down by Too Easy. They finally realized how to play this game, how to play against SRA, and it's completely working out. SRA now forced to the B bomb site, and Negative on 10 points of health. This is basically a 2v4.
Indeed it is, and again, Too Easy. It's just shutting things down towards that A setup. It's such a shelter-heavy setup, and again, I would have expected SRA to have a good read. Negative, the glorious opening frag, and brings it down to a 3v3 or a 2.5 by 3. Now it's a 2v2.5. Well, Negative is on 10 HP, but he doesn't care. He's just flying into the bomb sites, getting kills left, right, and center. And in the blink of an eye, the tables have turned.
Yeah, and Too Easy does have the money, so they're going to go for the retake. And Negative is actually sitting at a brilliant corner, and he gets 2 frags at 10 points of health. Oh my god, that's heartbreaking for Too Easy, because at least the trade should come in there. If nothing else, a stray bullet, something or the other. And a 4v3 situation for SRA, 3v4 anyway, I should say, turned around on the... it's just painful. Absolutely painful. But props to SRA for figuring out that Too Easy is going to have only 2 players at the B bomb site. And they attacked the correct bomb site. But again, one trade should have come in there by Too Easy. But they have the money. All is not lost. They can take this game to overtime. And I hope they do. It'll be a great first game casted by me. For me.
Footage खाने में आदि आगे अव्वल एक नंबर है ना? Once overtime, it means that you like the attention, bruh.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
I know, like, I am a little rusty with my casting, of course. The last time I casted was probably Taiwan Excellence. So don't worry, it will get better. But at least I will get to your cancer level pretty soon, Fed. Pretty soon.
But all that aside, Negative has just come alive in these last few rounds. Some juicy headshots. Like, he's just been killing it, quite literally. Killing everything that walks into his crosshairs, and he's hungry for more.
And now again, Too Easy's it's a 4v4, and Too Easy split their defense 2-2. That's the best thing they can do, of course, in this scenario. But this setup is really interesting. And Guru, he's gonna peek out, find Batman with the shoulder peek, and they're gonna go for the A-bomb site now. SRA. It makes sense because, well, except as soon as I say that, P7 gets a frag onto Negative. And now the Guru has to get the trade, and P7 looking away at the wrong time, and the A-bomb side has fallen, and this is it. Too Easy. Herexi and Recall Master with a mountain to climb now. 2v3 retake on the A-bomb side, and the clock's gonna run down anyway because they're just so far away.
they have a mountain to climb. There's still a Molotov and a nade remaining on SRA. They can actually delay oh my god, and there's the Molotov I was talking about. That's going to force them out of Moto. But Badman and Rexy getting the first kill, but the clock is ticking down. There's no time. They both have kits, but there's literally no time remaining. And Dream is going to find the first kill and the last one as well. And that's GG, well played. SRA take the game from Too Easy. Too Easy, valiant effort to mount a comeback and claw it back to claw back 14 rounds. But unfortunately, it was too little, too late. And SRA are the victors today.
I know, I agree. I actually specifically liked how Aflex and Dream played that round. They did not peek at all. They just crouched.
What a great game, by the way, Bagish. That was crazy Counter-Strike action right there, you know. And this is the reason why I get so excited watching Counter-Strike, because it came super close. The Tito was not playing in that game, but my prediction did go wrong. But that was talking strictly on statistics.
No.
But my statistics were changed
No,
a bit
no,
because
sure,
Tito was
Gautam,
not
by
playing.
your statistics and that weird ass shady, cheap plaster of Paris which you're applying over this wrong prediction of yours, I have won today. This will go down in history books. No, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the studio segment of the ESL India Premiership. And like I predicted, I believe, okay, you know what? This is specifically straight mano-y-mano to one of the casters of the game, Aditya Adisha. Thank you for bearing with me and letting me in on the game. I know exactly what's going to happen now when Adi's not here. The man's trained me well. Shout out to him. One of the best pro players now turned analyst. But moving on. We are talking about the game which happened between Too Easy and SRA. Definitely a close game. Okay, a lot of things here. I mean, Adi and Fett would have noticed it in the game. When I saw the game begin, I saw a very different SRA than the SRA I am personally used to seeing. Usually it's the Too Easy, the team Too Easy gaming. When you okay, I'll tell you how it is. So when a game begins and it's a Too Easy game, you expect Too Easy to take the immediate lead. You expect them to be there and like just end it fast. You know, that's Too Easy most of the times. This time around, it was not Too Easy. It was SRA.
Well, Too Easy was, as I mentioned before, was missing a player. Tito was not playing in their team.
Definitely. The team synergy was down.
As I said, SRA is not also, it's not a bad team or any case.
Not at all.
These are great teams. And they took advantage of the fact that
Tito Savage was not there.
Yeah, Savage was not there. In the beginning of the matches, in the first few rounds, you notice that...
the slump. You see the slump, the synergy.
Too Easy was just kind of all over the place. It was interesting to see them actually make a comeback. These guys got super close. They almost clutched that game out. Sadly, was not able to close the last two rounds. These guys played great, by the way, even without Tito there.
Yeah.
And SRA...
Sadly, they got outplayed by SRA. To be very honest about it, not that any of the teams put in less effort. I mean, if I have to like slightly kid about it, you've seen those old Tom and Jerry cartoons?
Yeah.
Where when Tom is trying to run and he's just like stuck in one position, like my cat also does, like he's like trying to gain momentum and then he goes forward. I think that's exactly how Too Easy went for it. They had that initial slump. They were trying to make things work, could not, because SRA was like blockading them wherever possible, whenever possible. And when they finally gained the synergy, when they realized, okay, let's
when the potential energy
when the potential energy can get converted into kinetic energy.
We don't have time. We are running super duper
okay, we
late.
do not have time right now. I've been informed by the studio. Our floor manager was also saying, "Bhai, bahut zyada kar rahe ye log." Saik, Jerry, Ahmed, we'll come back to you in a bit. But for now, what we need to go to is a small commercial break. First of all, huge shout out to Team Shout out to Team SRA for absolutely owning this game, and also shout out to Team Too Easy for absolutely living up to the reputation. Never, ever, ever will I get bored in seeing a Too Easy game. And with that note, let me bid you goodbye from CSGO. We'll be back again with Dota 2, because this is the ESL India Premiership 2018, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Intel, and presented to you by Nodwin Gaming and ESL India. And we'll be